Hey boys and girls, today we're going to be talking about food from long ago and today. And the thing I really want you to find is this paper that says Corn for the Colonists. So it's showing 4 things happening in this paper. You're thinking about corn, and right now I have a book here that says Long Ago and Today, Food. We're thinking about what life was like a long time ago in the past and what life is like now. And we're thinking about food. So early humans ate whatever food they could find. They ate it right away so that animals couldn't get it. And they moved from place to place in order to get food. Today, technology gives us more choices of what to eat. In ancient times, people ate fruit and nuts and seeds and leaves, but they also ate the meat from dead animals. People grew wheat, and they also baked bread in ovens. Farmers raised animals for their meat. People also ate bread and cheese and rice and vegetables. They say that rich people got to eat meat and fruit, and then people that were poor ate more grains. American Indians taught the first European colonists to plant corn. So I would like to show you guys some corn in just a second. But the Indians also showed the colonists how to plant pumpkins and squash and potatoes and eggplants and beans. They also knew how to find berries and nuts. The colonists ate bread and meat and cheese, and they also grew their own vegetables and fruit. So here's a woman, and she is cooking over a fire. Here's on the frontier, and this is in the 1800s. So in the 1800s, the pioneers carried flour to make bread quick. They didn't eat much fresh food until they got settled down and grew their own gardens. They had to be careful with water. It was hard to find. And the milk from the cow did not stay fresh. So instead of drinking milk, they would make cheese from the milk. But they did not drink it. So here they are, eating. Oh, look at this. The first refrigerator invented was in the 1920s. So that's 100 years ago. Food was put in cans and aluminum foil for soldiers in the war, and meat and butter and sugar were rationed. That means there wasn't very much of it, so they didn't give it to very many people. And people grew victory gardens at their home so they would have extra food. So here is an old-fashioned refrigerator. So before that, no refrigerator. So people would put food in the attic, and if they had meat, they would cover it in salt and store it in salt, and it would turn into kind of like a beef jerky. And that's what they did. Or they would grow a garden and use that. And if they grew corn, corn is the most important thing. They can make grain from it. Now here, this is more today. So it says here that refrigerators with freezers became very popular in the 60s and beyond. And people like us were able to buy frozen and dried and canned food that have preservatives. Those are chemicals to help keep the food from getting rotten. Food was packaged in aluminum and plastic, and a lot of people eat junk food and fast food. So here, food today. Today, people eat food from anywhere at any time of the year. Processed food is made in factories. People read the label to see what is in the food. Organic food is grown without any chemicals. And some food is genetically modified. Americans have more food choices than anywhere else in the world. Wow, that looks like the market near us. They're saying that food in the future, look at that people will grow food with less land. We'll probably be eating more grass and insects. And we might get vitamins by putting a patch on us. They also say that dessert might be a mist. There's your apple pie. So, that was quite interesting. I want to talk to you about corn. In this bag, I have corn husks. You could buy these at the store. They're these little crunchy things. And in this bag, I have dried corn kernels. And I took them off the husk. These were so fun. My class last year, I have to show you, picked them off the husk. And right now, this is a great time of year to find these at the grocery store. But look at this. Oh, there are so many beautiful colors. Now, if I grind these kernels down, if I grind with a rock on top of maybe concrete or some stone, it's going to turn into flour, a type of flour, or the cornmeal. And that's how you could make bread from the corn. So people long ago relied on corn. It's easy to grow, but they used it, all of it. So they made some bread. They boiled it. Here's a little picture right here. They boiled it over a fire to just eat it on the cob. Now, they didn't throw everything away. They kept the husk and dried it out because the husk was so comfortable. So they would make a pillow out of it, and they would also stack it on the floor or on the wood to make a nice mattress. So it became kind of like a soft thing. I'll show you some more. So here it is. I need a lot more of this, but I can make a pillow out of it. But you're not going to believe what else they made. They made dolls. So here, they made action figures and dolls to play with. So let me see if I have one here. Yeah, I have one here. It's starting to come apart, but there's the legs, and there's some arms, and there's the head. And then if they would make a face and then add details and spend a lot of time. I mean, this one's falling apart, so you can't really tell. But I drew one here. So corn was used for lots of things in the olden days. It's still used a lot, but we don't really use the husks as much unless we're cooking with them. But we could make a pillow, and we could make a doll. You're going to cut the 4 squares off there. There's bread, corn on the cob, there's a pillow, and a doll or action figure. You are going to glue them in the right spot. Okay? When you're done, go ahead and take a picture of it, and then be thinking more about corn in your life. How often do you eat it? How often do you see it? Remember, the kernels, they were eaten or they were ground up to make like a flour or a cornmeal. Make bread and soup, cookies, and things like that. So I hope you had fun, and please make sure you take a picture of your final paper and turn it in Seesaw. Have a good day. Bye.